Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Well, I'm in the process of loading up the olives. Still have 3 more to go. They're not at the best possible price. They're a couple grand away from that right now. Best price would be around 19. We're a little bit low, but we do need the money, and I don't really want to cut trees every day. We probably still will be cutting some trees, but I did notice something weird with these pallets. You can see my forks go through like, I don't know, about a quarter way through the container. Like, you will actually go into the pallet slots for your forks. And yeah, I don't know. A little bit of a weird collision, I suppose. Yeah, you can see. Yeah. I did see in the sale there was actually a fairly decent deal on a plow. We're not really looking to buy a plow, but it's one of those things where it wouldn't be bad to get it. It'd be a decent upgrade. It would work obviously with our new tractor. I can show everyone in a little bit. Oh, the unfortunate part is I don't know how I'm going to get the other one down there. I might try and see if it'll be lifted up with the forks and I can just put it on the back of the trailer. We will be buying some liquid fertilizer down there too. There's a little bit of an edge in there, a little bit of a hill. I think they'll have to be flattened out a little bit in the future. Oh, please go on. Hey, that took a hot minute, not gonna lie. Get this hooked up and we will refasten everything down. Yeah, this is the plow. I believe I might have used it in season 1, I'll be honest, but it's a good deal. It's a good deal. So we can do a 13 shank, which is 14 meters, or 4 meters. Our current one is 2.5, and we have the ability to upgrade in the future to 5.2 meters. $15 grand, not bad. It won't be exactly what it shows in there in the menu because we do have some that's not spawned, like half a pallet. So that's why it wasn't 16, but well, let's go over here. Let's get the plow sold. We'll repaint, repair. Not too bad for a price, really. And then we'll buy the other one. So what, we'll spend basically $2 grand on almost double the width. We do need to buy what liquid fertilizer I said. So let's buy a thing of that. It's not cheap stuff. It's a little bit cheaper to do liquid fertilizer than it is solid fertilizer. just a little bit. Because you get about, what, 2,000 liters in here versus 1,000 liters, I think, in a bag. Yeah, it's 1,800 for 1,000 liters versus 3,200 for 2,000 liters. Just a little bit cheaper. Well, this should be early enough on. It shouldn't incur any sort of crop damage, which is kind of ideal. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, it'll be easiest to tell what needs to be fertilized now. So obviously that piece was plowed, so it already has a layer of fertilizer on it. It's kind of spotty, but I'm not gonna spend the money on it. You know, we'd spend the money on the fertilizer for it, and we'd probably get very little, you know, cost recoup on it. So almost hard to tell where the field is compared to the grass. Try not to over spray too much. I know I did say precision farming around episode 10. I think I might just do it once the soybeans is done. Because if we activate it beforehand, it's probably going to give us a negative on that field, because that has fertilizer on it and soybeans don't. It would probably give us a fairly significant negative. That's kind of my concern with it. So I may just wait until after that field is done. Which honestly I think would be done around episode 11. So we're talking, what, 2 months delay, a month delay. Alright, let's see. That's pretty good actually. Not really any pieces missed, which is kind of my concern. It's hard to tell where you've been. Am I doing good now? No, not really. Move a little bit farther over.
Oh, baby, you can free my mind and nothing's gonna take control. I need something that I could never find, boy, you got it and it ain't for sure. Hey, oh, baby, won't you take my hand?
Alright, so this field should be just about done now. Hopefully, as long as we didn't miss too much. It's always hard to tell. There's some pieces miss, as kind of expected, to be honest. That is quite spotty. That is really, really spotty. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a lot easier to tell where you've been. Kind of weird, like certain patches are not, like, have weeds in them. You can see there's certain pieces that just don't have any. Then there's a solid line elsewhere. I guess that's just kind of how it is. That's how it is. I'm gonna do a time lapse. We'll finish up this field here for herbicide, and I think we may do one load of logs.
Let me go. But it's time for us to take our stand, show the world that we're a miracle. That's all I wanted from you. A little more attitude. Oh, how can I refuse? 'Cause you're the one that I choose. 'Cause all I wanted from you was for our love to...
Alright, on the last strip for the herbicide. Then we'll probably grab the trailer and obviously our chainsaw. I'm thinking about expanding the zoom out so everybody can see. Expanding this split soybean field down some. We have a bunch of room in the middle. And I don't know what else we're going to put in there right now. Obviously, eventually I'd like to get chickens. Like I've said numerous times before, I think that is definitely something I want to get. That's part of the reason why we did barley. But for the most part, this is going to be a shorter growth time field. So once like the soybeans are done, we may put like oats or sorghum in, and it'll be ready towards the higher price. That way we can have one field we're constantly, churning something out. I'm considering it. It's not something that needs to be done right away though, because we can't conjoin it with that field right now. We couldn't really do lime spreading for it, which we would probably need to buy lime. So we could, join it together. More than likely we'd, maybe next month? Hard to say. Hard to say. Get that unstrapped. Well, I need that, unhooked, too. Like, it's definitely... We have the space for sheds and chickens up here. We really just need enough room for a road. Decent sized road, but... at least for the time being. Obviously, I would like to do, like, sheep and cows and stuff. That's just kind of a matter of... oh, we kind of have to get a grass field. Yeah, we can cut this grass. It's not nearly as good. The yields. That is surprisingly on there very well. I halfway kind of thought it would just tumble over. You know what? I'm just gonna go and grab the plow. Let's start getting work done on this field. We'll just have to leave a space in, because really that field I don't think has that much left, right? Till it's ready. It's probably 2 months away. So I think we should probably get it expanded. Because, to be honest, I foresee us almost probably skipping a month or two coming up. So I think we should probably get it plowed now rather than later. Because we may skip a month or two just because we'll be waiting on the soybeans. And I can't just have one episode filled with cutting logs. As fun and interesting as that may sound, I don't think everybody would like to see that. It's nice to do one trailer load, maybe two. That's fine, but we'd be talking like 5 or 6. We're taking the whole forest at that point. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave the front loader on as some front weight. But we'll start up here. I don't know how much more we want to grow this way, though. 'Cause I think that'd be a good sized yard the way it is, and I will likely change some groundwork by the olive tree. 'Cause right now, obviously, it's a little bit of a hill in there, which does make loading them a little bit difficult. Try to get close, but not too close. Honestly, the width of this is going to be super nice. It may not be right now, but future-wise, I think it's going to be really nice. I don't really foresee us changing it much. Outside of upgrading it, obviously, to 5 meters. Because even once we buy a new piece of land, there's not that many bigger plows, I don't think. Like 5 meters is a pretty good sized plow. At least that are shaped like, either a subsoiler or cultivator. As I call them, the easier ones to actually manage. Alright, so let's see. I gotta zoom out, see where we're at. Honestly, we don't need a huge road. Somewhere in here? We'll try and stick in a straight line. That would give us room where we could expand that field some this direction. Not much. That would make us a very large field up top. Like, I'm talking, it's probably going to be an all-day event just to harvest it. It might be one of those things that gets split up, honestly. Alright, let's try and stay in a straight line. As much as we can, at least. It may be a little bit tough, because I know that field is not very straight. I'm pretty sure I did this on both of them now, where I've made the extension piece farther out just a little bit. I'll have to try to remember to plow that one out. Make it a little bit better. Now let's check out the line. That's pretty good. It's not bad. It's a little bit here, but not horrible. You can see this one up top is not. Well, you can clearly see just by looking at the amount that's extra in between. Yeah, it's likely this might be a 2-day harvest now, a 2-month harvest every time we harvest, at least right now with our current setup. But it should allow us to get, obviously, more crop in, so maybe, more money for hopefully a new combine. We'd probably be shopping in the used section for combines. Like the one in there now is like perfect. It would be great. But it's $42,000 and we do not have that. 7,500 liters. We would obviously have to get a header for it, but a header for that would be, trying to see here, class, maybe like a 7 meter. That would probably make sense. Otherwise, if we're at 10, so I think like a 7 meter header would probably be it. It's hard to say. You don't want it to be too big, otherwise the combine will struggle with it.
There's nothing else I can do, but you're the one that I
are on the last strip for the expansion. We'll just have that one strip there we'll have to do once that field is all harvested. And we'll probably extend at the very top, you can see. That way it's, you know, a more square field. Because honestly, it won't be quite a square. It'll still be rectangular. But to make it a little bit more of a rectangle. Let's make wrong button. Let's make sure we turn that off on the low crate fields. The last thing we need is to create a random field somewhere. Yeah, we don't have that much lime. I think there's 200 liters in that bag, if I remember correctly. From moving it earlier. Granted, when we'd be applying lime to that field, it would probably be with precision farming, which might make it a little bit better. That's 800 liters basically, and 200 there. So about 1,000 liters of lime. I think we would need more for that, for this piece. That is not a small expansion. It's not quite the same size as this, but it's a lot larger than this field now. Now this field is a little bit longer. This one's definitely a lot wider now. Oh, next time it'll be a lot wider. I think this is probably 2 months out. Now, that's why I kind of said more than likely we'll be skipping like 2 months. We'll make it to when this is ready. Because otherwise we'd have, cut logs and maybe fill up the olive tree. That'd be about it. Wouldn't have that many things, really. You know, I'm holding off on, like, placing the chicken pen until, well, we have barley or something. I do want to get a silo. That is definitely on the top of the list, really, of things I want to get. Mainly because, obviously, we get chickens. I would like somewhere to, you know, store their feed. Last I checked, we have this one, the Storinator, which is 300,000 liters. It would take a lot for us to fill that up. $10,000. Or I think that might be the only... Oh, okay, we have the Silo Living Multi-Fruit Silo. That is, what, 15 million liters at $20,000. That would be significantly larger. We would have a price increase. The thing is, as far as I know, I'm not sure because this is a mod. We could probably just add more later. It's not going to get that full that often, I don't think. I'd have to see what kind of fruits it stores and stuff. Might have to do that off camera sometime. Just see what each one, you know, make sure they store everything. Obviously, if the one for 20 grand is significantly better, then that's what we should get. Then after the silo, I think we'd be definitely looking for storage for our shed, for our stuff. So some sort of shed. Probably something with a workshop, preferably. A toolbox so we can at least work on our own stuff instead of bringing it up to the store. We can change the configuration of the trailer at will whenever we need. You know, fix things up as needed. So more likely, the next time we pick this back up, we should be in probably May, June for the soybean harvest. I will make sure we keep up with the... I'll make sure we keep up with the olive tree. I'll probably get it filled up off camera, and that way it's not going to run out on us. Well, that's everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next episode. Bye.